Defoe, Robinson Crusoe, Part 25. Such such as beads, toys, knives, scissors, hatchets, bits of glass, and the like, not only gold dust, guinea grains, elephants' teeth, etc., but Negroes for the service of the Brazils in great numbers. They listened always very attentively to my discourses on these heads, but especially to that part which related to the buying of Negroes, which was a trade at that time, not only not far entered into, but as far as it had been carried on by assenters or permission of the kings of Spain and Portugal, and engrossed in the public stock, so that few Negroes were bought, and these excessively dear. It happened, being in company with some merchants and planters of my acquaintance, and talking of those things very earnestly, three of them came to me next morning and told me they had been musing very much upon what I had discoursed with them of the last night, and they came to make a secret proposal to me, and after enjoining me to secrecy, they told me that they had a mind to fit out a ship to go to Guinea, that they had all plantations as well as I, and were straitened for nothing so much as servants, that as it was a trade that could not be carried on, because they could not publicly sell the Negroes when they came home, so they desired to make but one voyage to bring the Negroes on shore privately, and divide them among their own plantations. And in a word, the question was whether I would go there supercargo in the ship to manage the trading part upon the coast of Guinea. And they offered me that I should have my equal share of the Negroes without providing any part of the stock. This was a fair proposal, it must be confessed, had it been made to any one that had not had a settlement and a plantation of his own to look after, which was in a fair way of coming to be very considerable, and with a good stock upon it. But for me that was thus entered and established, and had nothing to do but to go on as I had begun for 3 or 4 years more, and to have sent for the other £100 from England, and who in that time, and with that little addition, could scarce have failed of being worth 3 or 4 thousand pounds sterling, and that increasing too. For me to think of such a voyage was the most preposterous thing that ever man in such circumstances could be guilty of. But that was born to be my own destroyer, could no more resist the offer than I could restrain my first rambling designs. When my father good counsel was lost upon me, in a word, I told them I would go with all my heart if they would undertake to look after my plantation in my absence, and would dispose of it to such as I should direct if I miscarried.